Widely recognized as Bob Woodward for his portrayal in All the President's Men, Robert Redford's life holds a startling truth. Behind the veil of fame lies a story shaped by immense challenges. From facing obstacles in his career to enduring heartbreaking personal losses, how did he overcome adversity, exceed expectations, and rise to become one of the most admired figures in Hollywood? Prepare to explore the untold journey of a man who became a symbol of resilience, perseverance, and achievement. Robert Redford Jr. was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, to Martha Woodruff Redford and Charles Robert Redford, an accountant. He also had a paternal half-brother, William Redford. Growing up, Robert attended Van Nuys High School, where he crossed paths with baseball pitcher Don Drysdale. He described himself as a poor student, drawing inspiration from art and sports rather than academics. He even practiced tennis with Pancho Gonzalez at the Los Angeles Tennis Club. Raised in a middle-class household during the post-World War II era, his upbringing was shaped by both the challenges and hope of the time. His father transitioned from being a milkman to working as an accountant, while his mother, Martha, dedicated herself to homemaking. Redford's early years coincided with the end of the Great Depression and World War II, periods that instilled in him a deep appreciation for nature, a passion that would later inspire his environmental activism. After graduating high school in 1954, he attended the University of Colorado in Boulder on a baseball scholarship. However, his heavy drinking led to the loss of his scholarship and eventual expulsion. Seeking purpose, he embarked on a European journey, spending time in France, Spain, and Italy. Upon returning to the U.S., he studied painting at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn and took acting classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City. It was there that he discovered his passion for acting. His career began in the 1950s in New York City, where he found work on stage and television. He made his Broadway debut in a small role in Tall Story and went on to appear in productions like The Highest Tree and Sunday in New York. Despite his good looks securing him roles as romantic leads, Redford yearned to be recognized for more than just his appearance. His breakthrough came on Broadway when he played Elizabeth Ashley's husband in Neil Simon's Barefoot in the Park. He also made guest appearances in TV dramas such as Naked City, Maverick, The Untouchables, Perry Mason, and The Twilight Zone. Redford's ascent to stardom solidified with his role in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, directed by George Roy Hill, which established him as a major star. He received a British Academy of Film and Television Arts, BAFTA, award for his performances in Downhill Racer and Tell Them Willie Boy Is Here. From 1973 to 1976, he enjoyed unprecedented success with films like Jeremiah Johnson, The Way We Were, The Sting, and The Great Gatsby, becoming the first actor since Bing Crosby to have 3 films among the year's top-grossing titles. In 1976, he starred in All the President's Men alongside Dustin Hoffman. The film earned 8 Academy Award nominations and solidified Redford's legacy. He continued to star in notable projects like The Electric Horseman and transitioned into directing with his acclaimed debut, Ordinary People, which won him an Academy Award. Over the years, he balanced directing with acting, taking on projects like A River Runs Through It and The Horse Whisperer. Off-screen, Redford's personal life was marked by challenges. In 1958, he married Lola Van Wagenen, with whom he had 4 children, Scott, Shauna, David, and Amy. However, tragedy struck early in their marriage when their first child, Scott, died of sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. The loss deeply affected Redford and cast a shadow over their relationship. Despite their shared values and efforts to build a family, the couple divorced amicably in 1985 after nearly 3 decades together. Redford kept his romantic life private but later found love with German artist Sibylle Sagers. The couple married in 2009 in a quiet ceremony in Hamburg, Germany, and have since shared a peaceful life focused on art and environmental advocacy. In addition to personal losses, Redford also faced significant health challenges. As a child, he contracted polio, an experience that left a lasting impression on him. Reflecting on the fears surrounding the epidemic before the Salk vaccine, Redford shared how the sight of iron lungs haunted his childhood. His encounter with the disease instilled in him a lifelong appreciation for health and resilience. One of the most poignant tributes Redford paid to his past was directing a segment of Cathedrals of Culture on the Salk Institute. He described the development of the polio vaccine as earth-shattering news, a breakthrough that resonated deeply due to his own childhood experience. Throughout his life, Redford has endured personal and professional hurdles, yet his legacy is one of triumph. As an actor, director, and environmental activist, he has left an indelible mark on Hollywood and beyond. Robert Redford owes a deeply personal thank you to a man who may have helped save his life and countless others. Once regarded as a troublesome teenager, Redford's youth was marked by rebellion. Known for causing trouble during his high school years, he was even part of a street gang in his hometown of Van Nuys, California. Dangerous dares were a daily routine for the gang, and Redford nearly lost his life during one such challenge. Long before his fame as the golden boy of cinema, with iconic roles in films like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid, Redford's childhood was fraught with crime and violence. In his autobiography, he revealed how gang life subjected him to frequent beatings and dangerous stunts. In one instance, he was dared to jump off a high building to prove his toughness. Despite narrowly avoiding severe injury, he earned the gang's approval, allowing him to continue his mischief. The gang's primary entertainment often involved petty theft, with alcohol being a favorite target. At 16, Redford faced a severe turning point when the police discovered stolen jewelry in the trunk of a car he was in. Thankfully, his father, Charles Redford, convinced authorities that his son was unaware of the theft, leading to the charges being dropped. Despite these early missteps, Redford eventually transformed his life. Now in his 80s, Redford has built an enduring legacy as a filmmaker, actor, and environmentalist. Over a career spanning 6 decades, he has received numerous accolades, including an Academy Award for Best Director, the founding of the Sundance Film Festival, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. However, behind his success lies a life shaped by profound hardships. Redford's personal life has been marked by adversity. His mother, Martha, passed away at just 40 years old due to complications from a blood disorder. Her death deeply affected him, and he later expressed regret for not appreciating her more during her life. Redford also endured early grief with the loss of his uncle, David, who was like a second father to him. David died in 1945 during World War II, leaving a lasting void in young Redford's life. As a teenager, Redford was expelled from the University of Colorado after building a reputation as a party boy. Despite this setback, he later pursued painting in Europe and acting at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. His artistic journey eventually led to a Broadway debut, marriage to Lola Van Wagenen, and the birth of his first child, Scott. Tragically, Scott passed away at just 10 weeks old due to sudden infant death syndrome, a loss that haunted Redford for decades. In 1962, Redford faced another life-threatening situation when his second son, James, was born prematurely with a severe respiratory condition. Against the odds, James survived, but he later faced lifelong health challenges. James ultimately became a documentary filmmaker and health advocate, creating awareness about organ donation. Sadly, he passed away in 2020 from bile duct cancer, leaving Redford heartbroken. Redford's daughter, Shauna, also experienced tragedy when her boyfriend, Sid Wells, was fatally shot under mysterious circumstances in 1983. The prime suspect was never charged, leaving the case unsolved and the family devastated. These personal losses underscored Redford's resilience and his ability to overcome immense grief. Throughout his life, Redford remained close to actress Natalie Wood, a high school peer who later played a pivotal role in his career. Despite their connection, Wood's mysterious drowning in 1981 deeply affected him. Redford often spoke of their bond and participated in a documentary about her life to honor her legacy. Beyond his acting career, Redford's activism has left an indelible mark. A staunch environmentalist since the 1970s, he has championed causes like climate change, conservation, and renewable energy. He addressed the United Nations and participated in major climate conferences, advocating for global action. Redford also founded initiatives like the Sundance Institute, transforming independent filmmaking and promoting environmental awareness. Despite announcing his retirement from acting in 2018, Redford remains active in filmmaking and advocacy. His multifaceted legacy, spanning cinema, environmentalism, and resilience, continues to inspire generations.